Okay, the intro's over. Time to grab your drink and sit down. Come on, we're starting.
You don't got to tell me we have birthdays. Everyone has birthdays. We
have birthdays. A lot of birthdays this weekend.
I got that we have. Okay, I'm not saying we. I'm saying I know there's birthdays.
Are you going to announce them or am I going to announce them?
How would I announce the birthdays? I don't even know where they're. I mean, how would I know?
You don't even have the sheets up.
No.
You're not together tonight.
Okay, my microphone thing is not together tonight because we switched over some stuff
messed
here.
up.
And I'm going to have to go like this and hold like that, but I'm going to have to go like this. And when I get like this, I'm going to have to, hello, how are you? Everybody coming in close. But other than that, it's going to be way far.
Why don't you have a sound guy?
What?
Why don't you have a sound guy?
Because I'm broke. You married a broke guy.
I broke.
I'm broke. You did general broke, and you know that. You married me because I was handsome, not because I had money. You married this. If I put my wallet out here, it's super thin. My wallet competes with my cell phone for the thinness, for the thin factor. Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that? Did you think by now I'd have money? Did you think by now I'd figure it out? It's like, well, he kisses really good and he's handsome. He'll figure the money part out. Well, joke's on you. I ain't figured shit out yet.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God. Well, I just, she makes me drink.
Can you just say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody. Now, she makes me drink. It's not that she pours the glass. No. It's just her attitude forces me to consume alcohol. Now, because this microphone's so far away, see all the room in here? I'm hoping I got the gain all the way up. Hope you can hear me. Hope everything's clear. And so we got to raise a glass to get started. What?
You didn't change the date. The date behind you is not fixed.
I don't change the date. I am not the date guy.
Oh my God!
Remember when Eric Leroy used to come on here every show and go, "Your date's wrong." That's like the only thing Eric would say. You're gonna come over here in your house coat with your hair up and everything.
Excuse me.
Ethel Mertz coming through.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
It'd have been more appealing if you popped out a boob. No one would know that you're fucking everything up. But hey, whatever, man. It's fine. All right, here we go.
Excuse me.
There she goes. She did put her best side forward. That's why we all saw her ass. All right. I'm drinking. If you're drinking, let's start it off. Let's kick this pig, as Mrs. Fort Watton would say. Bump, 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 boom. Let's go. Oh, tortabate. Okay, that was Klingon. Because apparently I'm a closet nerd. All right.
Yes, you are a nerd.
I got to turn this. Ready with your camera? Do you got your camera on? Because we didn't adjust it.
I think so. We'll see. Oh,
right.
My goodness.
It's got to go a little more away from the Rams. Pivot, a little more away from the Rams. Pivot, right there. There you go. Now let's check the other one. Let's check the other one. Oh, there is no other one there. Let's check. Oh, this one.
Pivot. My hair is up today.
All right, so we can only use this one. All right, so birthdays, go do your birthday thing.
No.
Oh,
Do you see my hair's up?
Yes, your hair is up.
I'll say Raimundo Cortez, member for 16 months, says, hi, everybody.
Raimundo. We will be in Las Vegas again shortly, and we'll look you up, my buddy.
Don't say shortly. That means January.
No, we have to go before then.
What?
We got to go for Daniel Edwards to do some stuff. We'll be working.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, hi, everyone.
Not a social get-together.
My hair is up today. Don't want to, outdo the general tonight or anything.
You cannot compete with this with your hair up. I don't care.
I don't want to. I don't want to take your fans away from you.
You can't take El Presidente. I'm the jefe.
If my hair's down, I may take your fans over to my side.
That is so not true. All right, look. So right here on the poll, who do we love? GX Mom, that's you, the general, or both? And if we take away the both factor, because nobody voted neither.
They like you. This is your channel.
22%.
I'm not supposed to be here.
No,
I'm
you're not.
Gen X Talks.
I have graciously allowed you to have your presence be known.
Okay. Well, we have birthday announcements. A lot. Right.
Go ahead. Birthday announcements. Let's go.
Yesterday, Joey Uquerde was his birthday. Brother Joey.
Kid brother Joey?
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Isn't there a P in his name? Isn't it Uperquerde?
No.
Uquerde?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
God damn it. All right.
No. Jake Catlick, I believe, was today.
That's a joke or something. Catlick.
All
right.
Phil Rogers is today. Rory is today. Maddie B is tomorrow. And Arbot is tomorrow. Those are birthdays. We got a lot this weekend.
Good stuff.
Jennifer Whitehead said, hello, handsome, general, beautiful Gen X mom and my bottom of the glass family.
There's one handsome for me. Two more. And we
I'm
can
sure
begin
there
the
were
show.
more. Justin Garver goes, General, if you were to get a large enough following on YouTube and other social media, would you ever consider running for president?
No. Way too many skeletons in my closet to run for president. I could not. There's no way I could do it. They start digging into my past. I'm like, you fucking did what?
And wait a minute. They want me to be the first lady? No.
Now, you would be one hell of a first lady. You really would.
I don't know about that.
Hey, you don't. There's so much you don't have to worry about. So you're fine.
I don't have to worry about anything.
What are you
The first lady does a lot in the house.
Well, yeah, no, you would love to decorate the White House, but I'm saying you don't have to worry. How many bad skeletons do you have in your closet? 3? Big deal.
I don't think I've. That's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Like I don't want to be the first lady. Oh my God, I don't know if I can do that.
Her camera's like wigging out bad. I'm sorry about that, you guys. You would leave it on? Would you leave her camera on wigging out or shut it off? You guys got to pick. That should be the next poll. Do they want a distorted view of Gen X mom or not? All right.
I was going to fix the back of it, but I guess not.
What do you mean fix it?
I was going to see if I can. Does it have a plug in the back of the camera?
You'd have to unplug it and replug it back in. You can.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, I'll switch over to me.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Yeah.
Stony B Gaming member for 12 months. We need more cowbell.
Oh, we have more cowbell.
Yeah, it's behind you.
I'm not going to get it. We do. We do have more cowbell. Oh, you didn't. You moved it after. I turned it off of her. Then she started talking. I turned it back on her. Then she fucking yards the camera. No warning at all. Just fucking grabs it and goes. All right. Mrs. T, member for 9 months. Hello, gorgeous Gen X mom. Hello, dear handsome general.
That's so sweet.
Bottom of the glass Discord piece. Ramondo Cortez, $2. Let me know with the time so I can take off. Yay. Ramondo, we will definitely hang out. You don't have to prepare a meal. Let's all go grab something. Ramondo, instead of you being one of the top chefs in Las Vegas, let me do something for you. When we come out there, let me treat you to In-N-Out Burger. I promise you this will be one of the finest burgers you've ever had.
I'm sure he's had In-N-Out Burger.
Well, that's not the point. The point is that I'm going to pay the $8 for the burger. All right.
Unbelievable.
We got stuff to say.
Hey, Lee, you missed a super chat.
No, I didn't.
Or not a super chat. Lee Senger.
Yeah.
Senger, member for 6 months. Good evening, Bottom of the Glass Nation.
What did I miss?
Did you miss that one?
That
Yes,
was a
you
super
did.
chat?
I guess
Ramondo's.
it wasn't a super chat.
Well, what was it?
Disney Kid said Callie Cat would say hi, handsome general, if she wasn't feeling under the weather right before her birthday.
Speaking of Callie Cat.
Yeah.
Callie Cat, well, it might have been her husband. I don't even know if it was Callie Cat. I know from time to time, husbands have a tendency to, in certain senses of the word, whore their wives out to get their way. They will often tell their wives, dress up put out, package yourself, boom, and because they're trying to get somewhere. That can happen from time to time. Yes, you're back on camera because you're biting your upper lip. All right. So you didn't put the camera back again. You still need to go a little bit that way.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Could you just
Okay.
get it right?
How can I get it right? You're the one fucking it up. Anyway, so there was a conversation that might have alluded to the fact that if we drive all the way back east for an East Coast trip, I might get to see a certain pair of boobs in person.
Oh.
That's a long way to drive for a boob.
It is.
That's 3,000 miles to see a boob. Now, I'm dedicated to the process, ladies and gentlemen. It's true enough. I want to see all the boobs on the planet, but 3,000 miles.
That's a long way.
That's some dedication to a boob.
Oh, hey, Zoe Michelle says I'm turning 53 tomorrow, 2 more years, and I'm going to get senior discounts. Only some of them.
Yeah, only some of them.
Because I tried to get a bunch while I was up north, just so you know, in Northern California.
You did? What happened with that?
I tried.
And?
On the harbor cruise, I got a senior discount.
Really?
At the zoo, no.
Wow, the zoo doesn't like fake
They're
seniors.
picky. It's either 55
Well,
or it's 60.
Okay.
There's no
To be fair, look at you. No one's going to look at you and go, wow, we feel sorry for you. You're old. Here's a discount. Everyone's going to go, you got a fake senior ID for a discount.
So,
Just telling you.
just to be really funny, is at the harbor cruise, I had to show my ID.
For the
For a
discount?
senior discount.
No shit. Now, see, you didn't tell me that. That's
did.
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, you were 37 or 38 years old.
37.
And you got carded
I did.
at a Mexican restaurant.
I did.
And they were like serious. They're
And
like,
I was pregnant.
yeah, and they're like, we're not giving you shit. And you're like, I'm not. They said, if you can't prove you're older than 21, you're not getting a drink. And you're like, I just want a fucking martini. Or
No, I wanted a margarita.
margarita, yeah.
They wouldn't give me
And
one.
they were like, no, you're not. You're like, seriously going to make me dig around in my wallet? This is older than 21. The guy's like, dude, not happening. Show me the ID. Mr. Flibble, $10 for the general to say happy birthday to Gracie, who is turning 7 today. Happy birthday, Gracie. Hey, turn 7 and do everything you're supposed to do as a 7-year-old. Now, Gracie.
It's got to fly.
Gracie, 6 years old is over. I hope you did everything a 6-year-old is supposed to do, because you can't go back and do it. If you miss some stuff, that's over. Don't miss out on 7. All right, where are we? The shoeless one, $20. I have an expensive bottle waiting for you. Well, here we go. Now, there's a reason to go back east. Not disparaging the boobs, but there is something to drink. All right. Let me jump over here where I was. I'll include you again momentarily, my love.
Did you let everybody know that I'm working the sheets as well as being live? Please be patient.
There's no staff helping with the sheets. I think we got some staff helping in the comment section, but no staff helping in the sheets. So copying and pasting and stuff. That's why I'm blindly reading some super chats as they go by. So you want to test us, then throw it at us. But we're doing the best we can. Apologies, but real life gets in the way sometimes, as you might have noticed.
Yes.
All right, so this microphone.
If I'm not looking at you here and I'm looking over here, I can't do both. Who does that sound like?
Say it again. Say you're not looking here.
If I'm not looking here and I'm looking over here, that means I'm reading the sheets.
You see how she does? She's typing my doobage at every turn. All right, so there's some stuff over here. Let me get to it. Bum, 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 bum. This is really going to be tough. Okay. For all of you who didn't get the bell, didn't get the announcement, remember, we've always been fighting the thing with YouTube. You got to hit the notification, the subscribe, and you got to do it on all your devices. We learned that if you don't do it on every device, then you may not get notifications. It's dumb, but it's their rule. We didn't make it up. They did. But if you join Patreon, someone in staff can put up the Patreon link. It's $1, but you get an email. You get a cleverly worded email 30 minutes before we go on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, and there's a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff for $1. That's $12 a year. Come on, $12 a year? Give me a break. You can do it. All right.
You can do it. You can do it, people.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Also, we have a Discord server, and a Discord server is nothing more than chat rooms. You remember chat rooms back in the day? Good, so do I. So what chat rooms do for you is the chat rooms is where the grown-ups can go talk and topic, and there's politics and there's food, and you can only talk about the stuff you want to. You can only join the chat rooms you want to. It's 100% free. All you got to do is sign up with your email. We don't even send you an email. Don't even bother with you. It's just a place where you can go hang out. So if you like to chat and conversate with people that are just like you, that's the place to go. Like-minded people. So it also, bringing me to sunny point number 2, is we watch a movie. Trippy, Pineapple, and Lionheart put on a movie every Monday night. This one is Revenge of the Nerds. We watch it together. Sometimes there's 5 people. Sometimes there's 50. We just hang out. You press the button. You listen along. It's a lot of fun. We don't bother each other. Nobody's on camera. It's something that we can say we did together. All right. Da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. I have a public warning. Yeah. I got a public warning coming up. You guys know about the 2-minute drills. There is a 2-minute drill that is going to drop tonight at midnight. I did not, there's a go, just fucking drag it off the screen, dumbass general. I didn't get this approved by the kid. I didn't get it approved by anybody. I just went ahead and I did this. The kid sliced it up and did the editing, but I posted it. Now, when it drops at midnight, this is one that is going to make some waves. It might get us a strike on YouTube. We've already gotten one strike on Facebook. We went almost 3 years with no strikes on Facebook, and we got one recently. In fact, we got 2 recently for stupid shit. They're tightening up as the political environment heats up. They're going to start taking anybody's conservative talk and choking it down. I've been warned. In the last 3 years, we've met some people. We've made some friends on the inside. And we have our spies and our agents there already telling us what's coming. So you think that I would back away from this. You think that I'd be like, ooh, this would be very quiet now. We'd be very careful. We have to be careful what we say, careful what we do. I'm going to watch what we're talking about. Gotta be careful. Yeah, no fucking way. I'm not going to let the other side of the political aisle or the other side of ideology just run rampant because I'm scared to post stuff. I'm not going to do it. If we go down, we go down. But anyway, this one's coming out tomorrow. You might want to give it a look, give it a listen. So yeah, there you go. All right. So I want to cover, if it's okay with you guys, before we go too far into this program, I want to cover some headline stuff. Then we got some fun stuff to do. All right, we're gonna do the headline stuff first, but we can't talk about the headline stuff until we drink. And there's a couple things. Not only do we want to drink, drinking is important here. Remember, this is a very symbiotic relationship. For those of you that are new, for those of you that don't have your name in green, for those of you that are trying to be part of the program and just get your feet wet in here, maybe it's your first time or third time or fifth time, let me tell you how this goes. This is a symbiotic relationship between you and I. Now, we both have responsibility. I'm going to drink and tell you lies. You're going to drink and believe them. If you don't do your part, this whole thing just wanders off in the distance and drowns itself in the nearest lake. So you got to do your part. Start drinking. God damn it. Okay. I'll do mine. But before we go too deep, we not only do we have some things to talk about that are important, but we have to do a mic check and we have to do a video check. Now, I can't do the video check. Yes, Gen X Mom.
Will you tell everybody what you're drinking tonight?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. All right. I am drinking Woodford Heights, which is a lie. It's not Woodford Heights. I'm going to go back. Yes.
Also, Carl Gerard just gave you $9.99. He said, okay, I'm tired. Nurse says rest time. Thanks for all the well wishes. Bottom of the Glass Nation, you are the best. So he's leaving. So I thought maybe you wanted to say.
Favorite Frenchman is checking out for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to his current situation. He's got to do that. He's in the hospital. But Carl can either put some headphones on and go to sleep, or guess what? You can watch it tomorrow, Carl, at your leisure. Get healthy, get better. That's the important thing. But thank you for the donation. Thank you for taking time to mention us as we mention you. All right. I am drinking Woodford Heights, which is not true. I'm not drinking Woodford Heights. I call it Woodford Heights. It's Woodford Reserve, which is Woodford Reserve. This particular bottle was bought by Loud Trouble LLC, the continued lifelong loving sponsor of our audio podcast. I got a problem, too. I'll put you back on camera. I got a problem.
You're putting me back on camera.
You're on camera now.
Hey, guess what?
I got a problem.
Wait, guess what?
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
That was nice of you.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, could you not? Don't make me say that in front of my friends. I'm trying to keep my image up.
Psst.
What?
Yeah. I love you.
I know I love you too, but I'm trying not to say that in front of my friends.
It's just between us.
I know it's just between us, but you're making me look like a. Don't do that in front of my friends.
It's just us.
It's not just us.
Shh.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So,
You have a problem.
I have a problem.
Okay, what is it?
Okay,
What's your problem?
Loud Trouble LLC, who bought the Woodford Reserve, which I'm drinking, Woodford Reserve.
Yes.
Okay, I married him and his wife in Las Vegas.
Yes, you did.
I'm an ordained minister. We had our second year anniversary show there,
Right.
And
we had a wedding.
and he was there, and I married him. And in her name is Chush. So if you see Chush, S-H with an X, Chush, that's her.
Yes.
And she's in here, and she's wonderful. She's lovely. She's nice. And he is loud one. He's loud. And he's Tasmanian or New Zealandish or
He's from
backwood
Tasmania.
Australian, like all the way back from behind where the Aborigines live in a tree. That's where he's from. So I call her Chush, but when she's in person, I do the right thing and I call her by her name, Shona. Well, at the barbecue, she was there, the Gen X Talks barbecue, and at some point she tapped me on the shoulder and she goes, "Hey, my name's not Shona." I said, "Yeah, I don't call you Shush, I call you Shona because that's what your husband introduced you to me as. This is my wife, Shona."
Yeah.
But he says it in Australian dialect. "This is my wife, Shona." And I said, "Okay, Shona, I got it." So he said it, I said it, been calling her that for over a year. And she says, "My name's Shauna. I'm named after my dad, Sean. I'm Shauna." And I went, "No, he calls you Shona." And she very politely leans in and goes, his Australian accent. I go, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So for all this time, for 2 years, and especially over the last year since they were married, I've been calling her Shona. And that's only because he can't pronounce her name.
It's true.
Her name, you knew
It's
her
Shauna.
You knew her name was Shauna?
Yeah, because I know her dad's name because we met her dad and her and Loud One. We went to lunch with them. And so I know
have
that.
been typing it Shona, saying it Shona, and you know why? Because that fucking Australian guy can't fucking talk. Every time I get involved in a conversation with him, I come away looking like an idiot. Every time. God damn it. All right. I'm just saying that.
That's your problem?
That's my problem. That every time we're supposed to have dinner with them at the end of this month. Two Bear and his wife and you and me, we're going to get together and grab some dinner someplace. I guarantee we're going to leave there with some story on how stupid I look because he can't speak English. It's going to happen every goddamn time. All right. So
I just
listen,
yawned.
we can't continue with the program until we have a microphone check. Now, we're a poor outfit around here. Our channel doesn't make much money. So we can't take this microphone and fly it up on a space shuttle and swing it around in outer space. We don't have Geiger counters to make sure everything's working correctly. We have to do things the old Irish way. We can only check these microphones the way Marconi used to check microphones when he invented them back in 1500. And it's important that we do it the old Irish way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some whiskey in this glass, and I need to get a thumbs up if you can hear it. If you can't hear it, we got to start over. If you can hear it, if the microphone check is successful, we can continue with the program. All right, everybody ready? We good? You guys over there?
It sounded good on my end.
You guys good on that? Everybody, we're good? What'd you guys think? Did you guys hear it? I poured myself quite a bit, 2.5, 3 shots there. Not important. That's not important. I will drink it. But I need to know, is it thumbs up? Come on.
Yeah, it looks like it was good.
All right. If everybody says we're good, then there we go. There's some thumbs up on there. Disney Mama Sammy Joe, Krista Rose, Michelle Cruz. Yes.
While you were pouring, we received a PayPal from Mike Perkins. It says,
I remember Mike.
$20 for the radio station. Sorry, I was late. He's paying his penance.
Paying his penance. Yeah, the radio station information. I could do a 30-minute segment on that. I won't tonight. But the radio station, KGXT Studios and KGXT Radio is in motion now. Things are coming together. Things are happening. So, all right, where was I? I had stuff to say here. All right, let me go.
Christina was late. Christina says, sorry, I'm late. Hello, everyone. People are late.
Wow.
We're going to have to come up with something like...
The woodshed. No, it can't be the woodshed.
It can't be the woodshed.
We could put you in the woodshed for being late, but some of you would like to be there anyway because you're still tying your shoes and opening your beer. This should give you time to do it. All right. So let me go over here to the screen. Boom, 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 boom. Revenge of the Nerds. Talk about that. Two-Man Joe. Talk about that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
What are we talking about tonight?
I'm unhappy.
Wait, you had a problem.
Yeah.
I told you I loved you.
Stop saying that because then I have to say it back. And I got to look. Okay, say I love you again. I got this. I'm going to pull the Han Solo. Come on.
I love you.
I know.
Oh, brother.
Now, that's why Han Solo says it. It's true.
Too cool for school?
Too cool. And Han shot first.
Okay.
That's true. All right.
That should be the poll.
That should be who did Han shoot. Everyone's going to know. Han shot first. They redid it afterwards, but he did. Okay. The thing that upsets me, I know this is going to shock you. This is going to surprise you. I'm hoping most of you are sitting down. This comes from the California government. I know. Surprising. This is true, and you ain't gonna like it because it's gonna go nationwide. But let's cover it right now. All right.
Great. California's starting the roll.
Yeah, this one pisses me off. McDonald's franchise group says new blue state law will be financially devastating. And what on earth could they be talking about? There's a couple things that went along, and then an additional bill that was passed. This is all either went to the governor's desk, which these already did, and they're signed, or they're going to. So this isn't just the McDonald's law. This is targeting all food outlets, but it's going to hit fast food the first. Okay, pay attention here. I'll see if I can make that bigger for you. This is among the things. The first thing that passed, it raises the minimum wage of fast food workers to $20 per hour.
Holy mackerel.
So if you've been working at a tire store, if you've been working as a plumber, if you've been an apprentice anywhere and you're working your way up from $9, $10, $12, $15, $18, tomorrow, fast food workers at McDonald's that have no experience flipping burgers are at $20 an hour. That's one.
Wow.
It applies to restaurants with at least 60 locations nationwide, which covers quite a bit. It's all the fast food chains, except for restaurants that make and sell their own bread. Now, I'm not sure.
Why is there an exception to that?
Probably because the guy who wrote the bill, his sister owns a fast food place that makes their own bread, and he found a way to get his sister's company out of it. I don't know. But the last one, now pay attention. So
there go the prices of our hamburgers.
Aha, you caught it. We all know what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to raise the prices.
Everything's going to go up. It's like, fine, you want to make the $20 an hour for every worker? Fine. Hamburgers are $43. Fries are $16. A Coke full of ice is $14. Capitalist society, capitalism, supply and demand would dictate this is what our prices, our costs are. This is what we need to sell to make a profit. So the dumb part is every time, and I mean every time they raise minimum wage, everybody raises their rates. I did it too. When I had an automotive repair shop, and every time that someone would say, well, we're raising minimum wage all this money, or raising taxes all this money, I would go in the very next day and go, well, to stay in business and feed my family, and I would raise the shop labor rate on my business $4 or $5 an hour. Now, I'm not making any more money than I was the day before the bill passed, but I passed the cost on to my customers. They have to pay more. So they think that this is really a good thing for the worker, but it's not, because the wages are going to be at 20 and then all the prices are going to go up. So
I guess my money's going to go to In-N-Out Burger.
They're included.
I understand that, but I would rather eat an In-N-Out Burger than I would.
You can.
They haven't really changed their prices in forever, even with the.
It's going up. It's going to have to.
Well, then we're eating hamburgers at home.
So the thing is that it would go up. The prices will go up. Except for, look at number 3. It would also create a 10-person council to govern fast food change and set guidelines, working conditions, and wages.
Oh, my goodness.
What if they can now regulate, say, fine, fuck you, you're making everything go to $20 an hour, fine. Hamburgers are $43. Excuse me, we have a 10-person council that is setting your guidelines, and you're not allowed to do that. Now, they're not going to make them go under, but they're going to bring it back down to where they can regulate how much money McDonald's makes.
Yeah, but I think they're also getting rid of the homegrown hamburgers, like not the chains, not the franchises.
A homegrown hamburger?
I don't know.
Is that
Dan?
grow on the hamburger tree out back? Do we got a vine and we pull our hamburgers off?
I couldn't.
Okay, this is 2 live streams in a row. You're stepping on your dick. Now,
I know.
I realize.
The mom and pop burger chains.
I realize you're not a trained broadcast professional, but you do need to step up your game a little bit. Maybe slide the wine a little further away.
Stop.
All right? Okay. So if they can raise the wages and they can have a 10-person council that has the guidelines rules on it, what does that mean? That means they can control how much you pay your employees, and they will stop you from raising your prices. Plus, there's another part of the bill that says every individual restaurant has to pay some sort of a fee, a tax to the state of California of $250,000 a year. Yes, Gen X Mom, you're back on camera.
Robert London just wrote, I'm in northern British Columbia, Canada, and our minimum wage is $17.50 an hour. The McDouble went from $1.50 to $3.50 now, and if you get a quarter pounder meal, it's $15.70 now. It's not worth it. Can you believe that?
The idea is that prices go up as cost goes up. If you're at McDonald's and the rent goes up of the land you're on, you increase your prices. That's how it goes. So they have now worked themselves into and every franchise has said, we can't pay $250,000 a year. That does not work with our business model. So everybody's upset about this to the nth degree, because the control is going to the employees. The control is going to the state government. They'll decide how much you're going to pay your workers. They'll have a commission of 10 people deciding what you can do and can't do for pricing, and you're going to pay a big fee every year. It's ginormous. And it gets worse, because there's another law that went to his desk, and I don't know if he's got it on his desk or he's already signed it. Listen, watch this one. Follow me along here. If you strike, if these restaurant workers become unionized, if they were to become, and they can, restaurant workers, and they strike, they get paid unemployment while they're on strike. Now, the whole point of this, You about done over there?
I'm sorry. The Sun Valley Fox was chiming in.
I turn him off. He should not have a bat signal or a bat phone right to this office.
He does. To
Okay.
his sister.
Oh, to his sister. Okay. So follow me on this. If you're on strike, you're willing to give up your wages. It's so important to get what you want. You go on strike. Not now. Now you get unemployment. And I thought, Gen X mom being back on camera, I thought that when you left your job voluntarily, you didn't get unemployment benefits. If you quit, if you don't show up, I thought if you got fired and there was some way to contest or you got laid off, then there was a possibility of unemployment. But you can't say, I don't like how you're treating me. I don't like the wages I'm getting. I'm going to go on strike and I can last as long as I want because the state of California is going to make you pay the unemployment benefit while I'm striking against you.
Yep.
So now, literally, if any situation where there's a union, the employer has to keep paying his employees unemployment benefits while they're on strike until they get their way, which if you couple this with the food industry.
That's giving them way too much power.
It's giving them all the power.
That's not.
You can
that's
decide.
not what, then it's not a strike.
No.
So they can't call it a strike. Isn't a strike taking their forfeiting their pay?
It's a one-way strike. It shuts down the business, but
That's
not
wrong.
the employee.
That's wrong.
In a strike, everybody suffers. It forces them to the table. Now, in California, it's going to be the worker gets paid, the company gets shut down, and in the food industry, which we just learned, we just read it, in the food industry, they're going to get paid unemployment like everybody else, but they also have control over what you do, what you pay, and what your costs are. And that $250,000 is still going to be paid every year. Now, everybody's upset about this but me.
Wait. Lena G says, I don't feel bad for people who live in California. You guys voted the politicians in. We live in California.
We do live in California, yeah.
I didn't vote for them to be in.
No, I didn't either.
So she just grouped me into that.
Yeah, she
that
doesn't
thing.
like you because you still live here. Even though you like the weather, you like the beaches, you like the mountains, you like the deserts, you like Yosemite, you're stupid for being here because other people voted the government in. So, I married a stupid woman, apparently. According to who? Lena G. Lena. All right. So, everyone's upset about this but me. And you would think a big fat guy like me would be very upset about his cheeseburgers costing more. But this is exactly what California needed. This is so far in the overreach category. This is so oppressive. This is government state-run control of private industry. It's going to ruin it. Follow me on this. Before you get upset, take another drink and sit back for a second. Follow some Generation X common sense logic here. If it's too far out of whack, McDonald's has almost got their stores fully automated. They've been doing it. They've been testing it in facilities all over the world to see if they can get it down to 2 employees per shift, maybe 3. So they can eliminate a ton of their workforce. Forget that $20 an hour. We don't even care. We don't even care. We have 3 managers on site and 15 employees per shift. Let's get rid of all 15 employees. Managers get more than $20 an hour anyway. Everything automated. Order, boop, 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 automated. Drinks, caps on, hand them out, automated. Except you just have to have someone handing the food out the window or across. That's it. So McDonald's goes, all right, that's how you want to play it. And they fire 1 million people. Let them go. You're done. Good job, government. What you were trying to accomplish, you just put people out of work. And then Burger King does it. And then Taco Bell does it. And then Kentucky Fried Chicken and Arby's does it. Everybody does it. In-N-Out Burger does it. Because you can't afford it. You cannot afford it. And what's even worse than that? What if that particular business model doesn't work? Do you think that these companies are going to run at a loss? Okay, California, you got us. You got us, buddy. We're running at a loss. We'll just pay you the $250,000 every year. We'll keep paying all these pimple-faced kids $20 an hour, fucking everything up. You won. We'll just lose money every year. Here's to you, California. Not a fucking chance. They leave. Shut down the facility. They're not going to run at a loss. Now, I believe they've known this was coming for a while. We all did. But no one thought that Gavin Newsom had the balls to actually shoot himself in the dick, which he did. But once the dominoes start falling, he can't undo it.
Nope.
He can't fix it. So if they go fully automated and they lay off 1 million people and every other fast food place follows, you're done. The Democrats, the liberals, the progressive, they're done. The progressives are out. Everyone will turn on them for this. This is why I keep telling you, let them do it. Quit fighting it. Let's get it over with. It's like when you feel sick to your stomach and you know you're going to throw up, but you try not to throw up and you're fighting it and you walk around and you're breathing and you try not to. Fuck it. Just do it. How much better are you going to feel when it's done? Come on. We all know. Every one of us has had that. Every one of us has done that. Let's get it over with, man. Let's get it over with. And I'm not wrong. I don't know to what degree I'm correct, but I'm not wrong about this. They've done this in Seattle. Seattle 2 or 3 years ago raised their minimum wage, and all the fast food places went to automation, and their unemployment went up. Proven. It's just statistics, like they're fucked. This is a big thing, and I believe I'm not going to say a word. In fact, Gavin Newsom, I love you. I'm going to vote for you as long as you keep doing shit like this. Because eventually so much of it's going to happen. Defund the police, decriminalize felonies to misdemeanors, let everybody break in and rob stores, let the homeless go wild to now everyone's freaking out. Even business owners in Beverly Hills are now coming after you. Make minimum wage $20. Get all the fast food either automated or out of California. Keep creating the mess you're creating. So finally, we can sit there and go, we told you. We told you so. Yeah, Gen X Mom, you had your hand up.
A couple things. I think the green screen is still, they say they have a brick around your, brick background around your, what you call it, and your cup is green.
My cup is green?
Yeah, just so you know.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can, let's do that one. Hang on, let me jump over here.
While he does that, Joe Kane gave $2. Gen X Mom looks beautiful, nice hair with lovey eyes.
That is not,
I'm off topic.
That is not nice hair. I mean, you look good. You do look good.
Be careful. Tread lightly.
You look good.
Okay, thank you. But
when your hair is down, you are just so sexy.
I told you why. I don't want to take your fans away from you.
You're making shit up now. You're saying you don't.
I don't want to take your fans away from you.
You're just making that.
This is yours and the kids thing. I'm just here,
God.
For Saturday night.
You know what? I just can't. I can't do it anymore. So do you guys get where I'm going with the McDonald's thing, the fast food thing, Gavin Newsom? All right, we're back to you. Go.
Stuart Bailey said in the UK they are doing a trial, a universal basic income. The government will guarantee you get paid a minimum amount whether you work or not, and you can work to get extra if you want. That's what the UK is doing now.
Yeah, don't do that. Pull the plug on that shit really fast. You're going to fuck everything up. All right. So you guys get where I'm going. This is a huge thing. There was 3 bills that passed. I can give you the numbers. The big one was AB 1228. That was the big one. But when all that shit goes through and all of it gets signed and becomes implemented, everybody who on the Democrat side and every poor person is going to say, this is great, because that's what liberals have told them. We're standing up for you, and this is going to be great. Until hamburgers are $43. That's all great until McDonald's lays everybody off in favor of automation or pulling out. Then all of these poor people that are just trying to get a leg up on things, just trying to get their foot in the door, at some point they're going to quit blaming capitalists. They're going to quit blaming Republicans. They're going to quit blaming conservatives. At some point they're going to turn, because they already are. The rumblings are already there. People are going, wait a second. You guys keep saying this is all them, but you guys keep fucking this up. Every plan you've put out there backfires. Yeah, no shit. We told you so. Not just we told you so as conservatives. We as Generation X. We as people with common sense. We fucking told you. Now, none of this matters if my lovely sister-in-law, married to the Sun Valley Fox, I was trying to keep this in a fashion she would understand and appreciate. Did this for her. I'm glad the rest of you listened along, but this is for her, or it was for her. And I'm done. I'm moving on.
Well, The Sun Valley Fox did send a text. He said, "Sorry, General, I'm late, but the Sun Valley Fox is handsome. Now the show can begin."
Okay.
He's tooting his own horn.
He called himself handsome.
Yeah, sorry, General, I'm late, but the Sun Valley Fox is handsome. Now the show can begin. That's what he said.
You know what? I know now why he won't join and be in the comment section. I know why he texts you individually.
Because he loves his sister.
No, because every single one of us would put him in the woodshed 12 times during a live stream. He's avoiding the woodshed by not participating at the level everyone else is. All right. We have other things to bitch and complain about. We did McDonald's.
We do. It's Saturday night bitch night.
It's kind of, I got something to say kind of real quick here. I didn't realize, yes, my love, with your finger up, what?
You're not doing your job. We had a super chat.
Oh, yeah, I don't even have the comments up right now.
Joe Kane gave $10. You don't need to leave California. I have a different opinion of California because of Gen X family. There's good people out there yet. Have faith.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. My man. All right. So Ashton Kutcher makes a major move after the fallout from Danny Masterson supporter. Real quick, Danny Masterson was in that 70s show. He was in The Ranch. He was accused of rape 10 years ago, and they've been going through trials and stuff for the whole thing for 10 years. And a lot of people wrote in letters of support to the judge. Ashton, one of his best friends, gave a character reference letter. And now Danny has been accused and convicted of rape, 30 years in prison. Now, I want to tell you my view on that, okay? I was a big Danny Masterson fan. I loved his work on the 70s show with Ashton Kutcher and on The Ranch, especially on The Ranch. I didn't know much about the trial or the circumstances, but if he was convicted and sent to jail for 30 years by jabronis, a jury of jabronis just like me, then I'm done with the dude. I'm sorry. I got to walk away. Say, whatever you did, you fucked up so bad. You damaged some poor girl or girls so badly that you're going to jail for 30 years. I got to wash my hands and say, dude, we can't be friends anymore. Now, that's what Ashton's trying to do. He wrote the letter of support. Now the jury finds him guilty, going to jail. He's just trying to walk away and go, well, that's it. Only problem is they're trying to hold him to the letter. What he's trying to say is, I don't hold with the letter. I was a letter of support. It didn't work out. I got to go, and that's it. I'm kind of with Ashton on this one. Ashton didn't do the crime. Ashton ain't doing the time. Ashton's not the one who created this mess. He just supported his friend, and now he removed himself like, okay, well, I guess he was guilty. I guess I was wrong. That he didn't have the character I thought. I guess he's got to go, and that's it. I understand that. But everyone's not letting him off the hook. I personally am. You know, it's done. It's over. He's got to go, and that's it. So that's a real quick thing on that thing. Yes, Gen X Mom.
The Shoeless One gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships tonight to Christopher Gillespie, Paul Harvey, Slim Pickens 09er, Elizabeth Finch, and Michael Savigi? Yes. Yeah. They all got memberships tonight.
Far out. So just so you guys know, that's my feeling on the matter. Gen X Mom, did anybody give $50 tonight?
No.
Okay. Because if they do, I got that standard running order that I got to drink every time they do. And I'm drinking anyway, but I'm just saying.
You're drinking every time somebody gives $50? When did that start?
Not last week. Oh. Not collectively. You can't add up 10, 20, 25, 30, 50.
One $50
Yeah, but a $50, because every now and then we get a 50 spot on PayPal or a 50 spot in there, I'll fucking pound it down.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, stuff in here. What's going on here? Yeah, this one, I got a weird take on this. So, people of the good ship, hear me speak. AI race could end in tragedy if Washington doesn't act. Tech industry warns. This is ethics, but it's warns industry. Now, you gotta take this in perspective. We're talking about AI. You got to take it in perspective. I have a way to put this in a feeling for you guys. So listen to me, please. When it was stem cell research can save millions of lives around the world. Tens of thousands every month here in the United States. Stem cell research could have taken us to where babies lived instead of dying. It's a big thing in babies, but I get into that later. But it could have saved millions. The trade-off was stem cell research can also be made to grow humans, to build and manipulate super soldiers, identical twins. That's a risk. That's a risk. So our government outlawed it. George Bush passed a law, no stem cell research, and I really had a hard time with that. I really, really had a fucking hard time with that because I knew there was children that needed this research, and I really was sick to my stomach over this whole thing. But he passed the law his way. He's a president. I'm dealing with it. Now, why is that not still a risk? Just because the United States banned it, well, other countries are trying and other countries are doing it there. And there is a universal agreement in the United Nations, but there's other countries that are still going to. But it's really hard to do. You got to have a research team. You got to have a lab. You got to have billions of dollars and a team of top-notch people, or it really won't go anywhere that fast. Why am I bringing this up? I'll tell you. Let me bring it full circle. AI, artificial intelligence, has some extremely good benefits. But we've all seen Terminator. Everybody knows what Skynet is. Those are very real, bad things that can happen. And I don't mean taking over the world right away, but along that lines, there is so much abuse and neglect even and problems that can come with it. We need to temper it. Now, so you say, well, let's just do the same thing we did with stem cell research. Let's put it up before Congress, put it over the Senate, have the president sign it, and we're all good, right? No. And you're going to ask me why. You're going to say, General, but it's the same thing. There's good, there's bad, but we agreed and we stopped it. Why can't we do the same thing with AI? Let's get the United Nations. Let's get a pact. Let's go to the G20 summit. Let's get everybody on board. And everybody says no. And we stop because there's good and there's bad, but we can't trust it. Because unlike stem cell research, you don't need billions of dollars and tech companies to improve it, to grow it, for it to learn. You don't. Artificial intelligence and the leaps and bounds that it is going to make in the near future can be done by a smart guy in a basement with a GoFundMe. I know this is not going to be a popular thing to talk about, but if the government, if Joe Biden called me up and said, hey, General, this AI thing is getting out of control. It's going to go before Congress. Should we pass a law and try to regulate it, try to slow it down? I'd say, Joe, put your foot on the gas pedal and go. And here's why. We can't stop it. It's not like stem cell research where it's going to take billions of dollars and smart companies. I'm telling you, small groups of people can race this down the road as fast as anybody. Therefore, since there's no way to stop it, there's no way to control it, there's no way to regulate it, in my humble opinion, and remember, I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. What do I know? Make ours better, stronger, and faster. Put the fucking money into it and drop the hammer. Get our best guys on that shit and make our AI be able to suppress theirs, to put theirs in check, to defense our systems against. You have to. You can't wait 5 years and all of a sudden realize we're sucking hind tit. That's a country term for those of you who don't know. We can't be the runt of the litter. Another country term for those of you who don't know. And all of a sudden go, shit, this is regulated. We only regulated ourselves. Let's try to catch up. No, 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 no. Too late. I'm just telling you that all the talk about this in my brain, you're going to hear more about this. This just came out about Congress yesterday. So there's nobody who's really formulated an opinion and gone public with it that I've heard. Not CNN, not Fox News, nobody that I've heard. So what I'm telling you is right out of the old brain of the jabroni sitting in front of you right now. I'm telling you, that's my approach, and that's why. We'll see where the chips fall with everybody else, because there's a lot of people smarter than me out there that are thinking about this too. I'm just happy to telling you what I'm thinking right now. And Gen X Mom, how can I help you, sweetheart?
Paul McDonald gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships to Ed K, Steffi O'Nurse, Tina Plexico, Wheezy16, and Fiona Beaverstock. When I read Fiona Beaverstock, that makes me think of Anastasia Beaverhausen
Oh, that
love
girl
that
on your
name.
show?
Yeah, I love that name. That's great. Also, Mrs. Forwatten called you out.
What?
$50 pound away, General.
God damn it. You know what's really bad is I'm going to drink this. This is about a solid shot right here. I'll drink this, and some jabroni out there is going to put another 50 up right after, go and do it again.
Probably.
Not giving me any space between my drink.
No, probably not.
All right, Mrs. Four, I love you. I'm in, sweetheart. Here we go. No
And
training wheels.
Rodney Crumpton says, "Hey, y'all from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We watch you all the time. Now that our Zoomer grandson is living with us, we understand your son much more. Love
See
you
what
all."
I'm saying? It's not just me.
And also, Bone Setter gave $20.
Bone Setter, that's a doctor. He's a doctor. He works in the ER. Bicycle injuries. Okay. Tina Plexico got a membership.
Yes, she did.
Tina Plexico buys her gas from Texaco all the way from Mexico. You like that? That's good
You've been
stuff.
saying that for
Been saying that for years.
years.
All right. So, again, that whole segment on artificial intelligence was for my sister-in-law. I needed to explain to her in layman's terms so she could go and talk about it with her friends tomorrow when she goes out to brunch with her girlfriend. She can say, when they all start talking about, well, I heard this, and she can go, all right, let me set the record straight. That's what it's good for. Yes.
Wicked Widget Productions, member for 17 months, says, I know, y'all are tired of me being on the windshield in front of the general, but this bus is going off the cliff. I must have the best view.
If you want to be a hood ornament, be a hood ornament.
What a way to go.
What a way to go. Yeah, if you're going to be the hood ornament,
Why
that's
not?
good. All right, so there's the AI thing. Let's go back and let's cover that stuff a bit. You guys get what I'm talking about with that, right? Yes, my microphone's moving around because I'm fucking holding it. We talked about that this morning. All right. All right, now I got a big one. Yeah.
Brian
Gen X
Ivany, member for 10 months, says, I'm an extra. That came across.
Yeah, Brian Ivany's been around a long time. I dig that dude. Brian Ivany's one who's on Discord a lot having conversations. All right. So, Gen X Mom, look at me.
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to share with you and everybody right now is huge.
Okay.
It's probably the biggest news of the night. It's for sure the biggest news of the night. It might be the biggest news of the week.
Okay.
All right. All right. Going back to me, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, we have talked, for those of you who've been part of the program for a long time, we have made fun of, we have poked fun at, we have done some tongue in cheek, and there's some seriousness to it about how sometimes things that I say on this program all of a sudden magically appear on Fox News, Joe Rogan, and some other things. Sometimes the things that I say, when I pound it into the ground for a few days, all of a sudden, day 4 and 5, it appears on real networks with real hosts, people who have talent and intelligence and finances, and they wear nice suits. None of them me. Two Bear will attest to this. Two Bear been on staff since the beginning, senior staff member. He knows because he'll send me clips going, dude, they're copying what you're saying. So I just want to click over to let me click over here. I'm going to put up a headline that was on Fox News today. See if you guys recognize this. Not just saying. Honey, you ready?
What's that?
Here it comes. Let me find it again. And this one right here. Poll reveals Americans think biological men should compete in women's sports, yes or no? Titled, The Pendulum Has Swung.
Hey.
The pendulum has swung. And the article says the pendulum has swung, and the polls and the research indicates Americans don't want it. Americans do not want men competing in women's sports. The pendulum is swinging. The whole article, the pendulum is swinging the other way. Mm-hmm. And America has spoken, and this transgendered movement is cool, but you can't bring that over to damage women. Women have rights. Women need to be protected. Women's sports. The pendulum is swinging the other way. Now, have we at any point ever heard anybody talk about the pendulum swinging the other way? Has that come up?
Only you, dear. You're the only person
You know
I've
what?
heard.
There are people in here right now. There are people in this live stream with pulling their hat back going, holy Santa Claus shit, because you've been here.
And it's been happening more and more.
More and more, yeah, more and more. Rush Limbaugh used to say his radio show, his 3-hour radio show, was everyone else's show prep. Watch my show and show. Now, I can't say that's actually, I don't think Jesse Waters is watching my show for his show prep.
But somebody on his team might. We have no idea.
I'm just saying that is a very unique thing to have up there. The pendulum has swung. No shit. I've been saying that for over a year. The pendulum is swinging. All right, look, you know what? I don't need to prove myself. Those of you who've been part of the program for this long, you know. You guys already know. Right now, you know who's on my side right now is Mrs. Four. She's going, God damn it. She knows. All right. And Two Bear. Two Bear's having a shit fit over it, too.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
All right. So let's go to some lighter-hearted things as we begin to wind down the program over these next few hours. Yes.
Jan Motz gave £5. I believe that's £5. Hey, General, chug, chug, chug.
No, £5 doesn't equal $50. I'm not that dumb. 5 pounds of what?
I believe she's from England.
Well, yeah, but I'm joking. 5 pounds of, if it's 5 pounds of gold, that's worth more than $50. If it's 5 pounds of paper, not worth $50. I don't know a pound, but I know pounds is their money. I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So here's the deal. I'm going to put something up here right now. This is a competition. So Gen X Mom, please watch the comment section.
Okay.
What we're looking for here is I'm going to put up a picture to win a prize. I'm going to put up, it's a joke. It's a single panel cartoon joke. I want the name of the song. If you're Generation X, you're going to get the joke, you're going to understand the reference, and you are going to be able to write in the comment section what 80s song title this goes with. All right? You ready? First one in the comments. There it is. There's the joke. You see what that is? Come on now. Don't act like you don't know. You know. You know. What's the song? What's the song title? I'm looking at it right in there. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Dragon Slayer Jade. Wow.
Yeah, right away.
Right away. Dragon Slayer Jade. Yeah. Okay, this is one of Gen X Mom's favorite songs, favorite videos. I love that she thinks the guy in there is hot. So it's the trifecta for her.
Everybody's like saying it. Everybody knew what it was, but she got there first.
Okay, so you need to get her to email you. So tell her what to do here.
Dragon Slayer Jade, you need to email me. You know it. GenXMom@GenXTalks.com and let me know that you've won. I think she won something else.
She's fast.
She's really fast.
She doesn't. Now, see, millennials have to Google that shit. And Generation Z, they got to Google that.
They shouldn't Google that. That is a very creative music video.
Yeah.
Everybody should.
But Generation X just sits there with their finger on the trigger. They know. That's all they do. All right.
I know. I hate.
You just don't want to say it.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It can't. If you're not going to say.
I hate fucks.
What was? I'm sorry. One more time.
I hate fucks.
Your brother just heard you cuss.
It wasn't the first time. Sorry, I've been quiet, but it's a bad pain day. Keep up the great work. Oh man, I know it.
I Hate Fucks is a great guy. He's been around a long time. I Hate Fucks is a huge supporter of the program. When there's a need, that motherfucker finds a way to fill that need, just like so many others, but you can't count him out ever. All right, so there's that one. Now we're going to move along. So it's can't give it away. Just go in and try to find the block. There it is. Boom, and it's gone. All right, so there's some other stuff here. Now let's just go. I have a question about this. I never thought about it till I saw this meme. I hate saying the word meme. I want to say picture. I want to say image.
Mimi?
Mimi? I hate that. So this is, what's his fucking name? Richard Simmons. Works out his entire life, never looks fit. I didn't realize that. Richard Simmons, he worked out 30 times a day, millions of fitness videos, and he was this pudgy, short, pudgy, he's never toned out, never muscular.
But he was really, really heavy at one time.
So what?
Maybe he does it to keep his weight down. Maybe he didn't want to tone it.
Well, I'm just saying, he worked out every day and he just looked like an average jabroni. That's all.
He just had a good heart. was
Oh,
trying to
wow.
help people.
Richard Simmons working out his way into prosperity in America with a good heart. Look, that GIF image or meme or whatever was right. Just letting you know. That was a thing.
Well, you
All
don't
right.
know that.
I'm just talking here. Okay, how do I have some of these things up there? Let's turn
I don't
that.
know.
Let's turn that one off. And then we'll go down here and turn Richard Simmons off. I'm learning how to do my stuff here. All right. Boom, 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 boom.
You did that one.
I had more stuff here. Hold on. They're just labeled 1 through 5, so I don't know what I'm opening until I see them. All right. Okay, this was from the newspaper. Forecasters call for weather on Monday.
What?
Now, I got to tell you, I get why this was copied and pasted and sent as part of a question. Forecasters call for weather on Monday. All right.
I should hope so.
But old people say weather is coming in. If it's 75 and sunny or partly cloudy, they don't classify that as weather.
No.
Even though it is what is the weather? The weather is, but old people would just be weather is something adverse.
Yes, like a negative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's not true.
The wind would be blowing. They'll just change the weather's changing.
Old people are stupid. It's true.
Bite your tongue.
You can't say, there's weather coming in. Really? What are we having right now? Well, it's sunshine. Sunshine is weather. Partly cloudy is weather. Weather is weather. I'm just telling you, that's a bullshit thing to say. But they say that weather is coming. All right, what's another one? There was a couple in here. Boom, 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 boom. Is it 2? Okay, I don't know what this one is. Let me see. Okay, this was a headline. Body in duffel bag might be a homicide. No shit. Unless the fucking dude has a gun inside the duffel bag with him and shot himself in the face, I'm pretty sure if there's a dead body in the duffel bag, it's a fucking homicide. You have to know that that there's some kid who wrote this. It has to be that way. It can't not be that way. All right, there's another one. Number 3. Okay, this one's for you. And I want you to hear this. There's a picture coming up. Frustrated woman says boyfriend keeps wearing her clothes and leaves them unwashed.
What?
Boyfriend keeps wearing her clothes and leaving them
She's
unwashed.
not frustrated by the boyfriend wearing her clothes. She's more frustrated that she leaves the clothes on the ground.
That was exactly my point. She's not going, dude, quit wearing my clothes. You're a man. I'm a woman. Don't wear my shit. She's upset that he's not washing it when she's done.
There's something wrong there.
Hugely wrong there. I'm trying to point out the obvious here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying not to be angry about this stuff. I'm trying not to. That's what the headline said.
It's just, I feel like this is a fad right now. I really do.
Well, can you imagine her sitting around? This is her sitting around with her girlfriends at lunch and going, and they're all sharing because that's what you girls do. The only place you guys share more with each other is at the hair salon.
Oh, for sure.
You guys share everything. If you want to know what's going on anywhere, go to the hair salon. You guys know everything there. But imagine sitting around, you're having lunch with your girlfriends, and my boyfriend does this, and my boyfriend does that, and then this girl, my boyfriend wears my clothes. And he doesn't wash them. Oh my God, the tears that must have ensued. It's just incredible. Absolutely fucking incredible. Because that seems to be the issue is the unwashed laundry. The fact that he's wearing her clothes wasn't a gig. All right.
Yeah. We received a super chat of $20 from Bone Setter. Said, I'll donate another $20. Maybe have a drink on me. Bone Setter is a recording studio in BC, Canada. Just a fellow Gen Xer loving you guys. Well,
All right.
welcome, Bone Setter.
Bone Setter is not a 50 spot, but I got some in the bottom. I'll drink this one to Bone Setter and his recording studio, which is badass.
Oh.
What?
Paul McDonald said,
I just drank. What?
Yes, I'll be that jabroni $50.
I just drank. Fuck.
Oh,
All right.
my goodness.
God, look. Okay, but I'm using training wheels after this. I'm sorry.
You need to drink some. I hope you have some water.
Who did this one? Who do I got?
Paul McDonald.
Paul McDonald.
It's his very first super chat, too.
His very first. Okay.
And he's coming at you
He's
hard.
coming at me with his very first super chat. He's hit me right in the face.
Yes, he is.
All right, Paul, I'm drinking.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you
All
have
right.
some water, babe?
I got water over here. I'm good. I'm a man. I'm chasing whiskey with beer. Shut up.
Oh,
I got
my
what's going on.
goodness.
All right, here we go. So there's more. Let me turn down, but I don't want to distort
Scott
you guys.
Royston just asked how I'm doing. I'm doing great, Scott. How
Scott
are you?
Royston
We're just
wrote
going to
me
have
a
this
paragraph.
We'll just have a conversation right now.
Scott, listen. Scott Royston wrote me a paragraph on our podcast
Uh-oh.
about men crying.
Oh.
And he goes, now, this is Scott Royston. I love Scott. I love Scott Royston. But he's like, no, General, I don't want to be a disagreeable person, and I don't normally like to disagree with you, but, and then 250 words transpired after that about men crying. And I don't think that people understood what I was trying to tell you. You asked in the podcast, the audio podcast, you asked if it's okay for men to cry. And I basically said, no, it's not okay for men to cry. And here's why. Because women look at you different. Your family looks at you different. Society looks. I didn't say personally you shouldn't be able to. I would say, yes, you should be able to cry.
But
and
you
get some-
don't.
No. Well, yeah. And I think we, as men, we generally don't because of the way we get treated afterwards. That was all I was saying. And I think he missed the point, but we did. My answer was, don't cry. Men don't cry. But it wasn't because we're not supposed to be able to. It was because of what happens to us after we cry, how everybody views us. If everybody would view us differently, men would cry more and everything would be okay. But it's not. It's not okay. So, Scott, I love you. We disagree a little bit on that, but no big deal. All right. All right, no more $50 for a little bit. I'm gonna get hammered real fucking fast. All right, did we do that one? No, I'm not gonna do that one. That was stupid. And I think that was it for there. And it's a little podcast. Real quick, just paying some bills on this one. If you guys didn't do the latest podcast, that is not the latest podcast picture, but we'll use it. If somebody wants to put up the latest audio podcast, it came out late. It's supposed to be out Friday morning. It came out Friday midday. So people aren't driving to work. They're not driving home. It's got a problem. It's not getting the view, but it will. That'll catch up. But that, if you guys want to put out the link for that, that's the one where we're talking about crying. This one was all questions from you guys. This podcast, this audio podcast that my wife and I do, drops every Friday. Every Friday you get a new one. They're super fun. They're super funny, and they're growing like crazy. But this one was questions from you guys, almost exclusively. Just stuff from you guys. It's well worth a read on that. All right, so let me go back to my book of lies, make sure I covered all the big things, AI, California bills, and list, bad California's okay, along with I have some bad news. I have something that's going to hurt your feelings. You're back on camera, just so you know.
You're going to hurt my feelings?
I don't mean
Am I going to cry?
Yeah, well, you are, but I'm not allowed to.
Okay.
Now
What?
listen to me. People of the good ship, hear me speak. In 8 years, actually 7 years, in 7 years,
Okay.
the 80s will be 50 years behind us. The 80s, in 7 years, the 80s will be 50 years ago.
Kill me now.
I don't even know how to express how I feel about that.
Oh, that makes me feel really old.
Because someone says, hey, 30 years ago, and I go, oh, it was the 70s 30 years ago. No, the 70s are going to be 60 years ago. But in my brain, when someone says, 30 years ago, I'm like, yeah, the 70s. What? Yeah,
Yeah,
30 years
no.
ago, we're good. No.
Oh, my goodness.
I told you. I warned you. All right. What
Wow.
else was there? Get my book of lies. Yeah. I'm pretty much caught up. Book of lies have been spoken. All my pictures and images are good. I think we're caught up on.
You just destroyed everybody's evening with that one.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Well, no, yeah, you did. Don't lie.
What is,
Everybody's just going off on you right now.
Forrest Terra says Tim Pool has been saying it, and that we are starting to take ground in the culture war. But we have a lot further to go. Well, I'm just saying that I don't listen to Tim Pool that often. I do know who he is. I respect him. He's a cool cat. I'm just saying that in this program we have used the term pendulum swinging for over a year and a half. Now, if others have joined, great. If others have picked up on it, welcome aboard. That's all I'm saying. All right. All right, so we've gone an hour and 15 minutes. Are you seriously going to make me go in there and play that game with the kid?
Yes. I think for a little bit you should.
You know, it takes an hour just to get roll in and set up.
You know what? Just go entertain the boys. You know you want to. They've all come here.
Dragon Slayer Jade said something to Deanna Moonwraith. I need to scroll back. What did Deanna Moonwraith say? Because there's a reason. I am an 80s baby, and I still think the 70s were 30 years ago. Do you know I have a special connection with Deanna Moonwraith?
Wow.
We play chess.
Nice.
We play a lot of chess.
That's good.
I think we've played 20-some games. I've beat her every game. But now, and she wrote me, goes, I wish I was better. But now, and we have like 7 or 8 games actively going between her and I because we play chess.com. We play, it's on the website. You guys can go look up my name. If you want to play chess, go to genxtalks.com, scroll down. There's a picture of the chess.com, and it has the name on it. I think it's Gen X Dad 1967 or something.
Something I don't know.
But you can go look it up and then we can play. But Deanna's about to win her first game with me.
Nice.
No, it's not nice. I'm running scared right now. She's got me on a couple things. I'm like, oh fuck.
Trippy Pineapple gave $1.99 for you to hydrate. Scott Royston gave $10. Hey, handsome general, just to let you know, women find it attractive quality when a man cries and when he shows his true feings.
I don't.
He just doesn't do it. It's just the general doesn't. Oh man, Mrs. Fort Watton, $50. One for the road, General.
God damn it,
Mrs. Four, he's got to go entertain some college boys.
I'm on the verge right now. All right.
He's got Gen Z kids got some friends over tonight.
He's got 4 friends over, and I have to go in and play a board game. I invented a game. Hold on a second. I'll tell you real quick. All right. Now, maybe
Are you okay?
Note would also drop another half a C note in there. All right. So listen, I've mentioned this once before in 3 years. I'll tell you briefly. If you guys, anybody know what a role-playing game is? I don't mean in the bedroom.
Like Dungeons and Dragons.
Like Dungeons and Dragons, where you have a character sheet and dice. 1982, I think it was, Dungeons and Dragons was huge. It had become huge, and it was the only role-playing game, and then many others followed. But I invented one. I made my own creation. In fact, it got to be so big and so many adventures, and it got to be so popular, there was people that would drive from all over the western United States just to play. One time, I was living in Lake Los Angeles, and one of the creators of Trivial Pursuit had heard about the game, and he wanted to see the game. So I asked some of the better players over the years to come play. And he sat and watched us. The first 5 hours went by of gameplay, and we took a break. And he looked up and said, "Holy shit, it's been 5 hours. It felt like it's been an hour. This has been the most interesting thing ever to watch." We finished the game, and he offered to buy it. He offered to give me $50,000 for the game. This is one of the stupidest mistakes I've ever made in my life because I was very young at the time. And I said, how about you just make the game and I'll take $1 for every unit that sells. That's all I wanted. I figured it would sell 1 million units. And we haggled for a little bit, and he goes, "No, I'm offering you $50,000 to gather up this whole thing and take it with me. I may not do anything with it for years." And I said, no. I was arrogant and stupid, and I missed $50,000. Now, I would have probably blown that. I would have probably driven to Vegas and blown it all on hookers and whiskey and gambling in one weekend, knowing me. But instead of having some really cool Vegas stories for you guys, I still have this game. And it is very different. The reason it's so popular, it doesn't play like any other role-playing game you've ever seen in your life. Nothing. No game for the past 40 years has even come close to how this game plays. And my son is in there with his friends. The entire table and game and everything is set up, and he wants to play it. And he wants me to be the game master. I just don't do it anymore because I'm old, fat, and tired. But I've been snookered into it, so I'm going to go do it. But that was a real thing, a real game, a real story, and it really happened, and I really fucked up. I would, because 2 things. I would have had some great Vegas stories to tell you guys about hookers and whiskey and gambling, and I wouldn't have had to go in there tonight and go sit at that table. because the game wouldn't be there. It would have been in someone's, probably still the trunk of this guy's Buick. But here I am. So, yeah, that's what I got to go do. I've been snookered into that, and I'm going to have to go on my way. All right, Gen X Mom, is there anything else? You're back on camera with your lovely upright hair. I will tell you this, the way you're sitting there right now with my angle, your earrings, your bracelets, your fingernails, and your necklace complement your glasses and your look right now.
Well, thank you very much.
Amazing. You're just absolutely beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
when you drop your glasses and say molecules, you are sexy.
Molecules.
Oh my God. That is a sexy teacher look if I've ever seen. Okay. Say goodbye so we can get out of here.
Bye, everyone. It was great spending Saturday night with you.
And she's gone. So that means you're stuck with me for the remainder, which isn't very long. It's just a few seconds. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for showing up. Sorry about the microphone situation. Sorry about I apologize for a lot of stuff. But I want to make sure you guys know that we are very, very appreciative that you're here. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for tuning in. Gen X Talks wouldn't be anything without you. The kids channel would not grow and prosper and be what it is. I know we have some good messages, some solid information, but so does everybody. You can get the same stuff if you go down to your local bar, have a few drinks. There'll be someone there speaking the same words as me. It's not original. Everything I've got is stolen. I've plagiarized everything. I haven't had an original thought in my head since 1973. But I appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out wherever you're listening from around the planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps on the Armed Service Radio Network. We dig you guys the most. Remember, wherever you go, there you are. And I'll catch you guys, you know where. Say it with me. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. That's right. I said it.